Chris Sims, Pro Football Talk, ranked the top 30 quarterbacks in the NFL. Baker Mayfield not quite inside the top 10.
Why 13 for Baker Mayfield?
Because there's so many. There's good quarterbacks. I mean, you'll see the top 10. It's hard. When you see the top 10, tell me who you want me to kick out to put Baker Mayfield in there.
Listen,
I know it's brutal.
He's a top 10 quarterback. He's a top 10 quarterback. He's a top 10 quarterback. You got 20 top 10 quarterbacks.
I know.
When it's time to list them, it gets difficult.
It gets difficult, 100%. And it was tough. But man, an unbelievable leap. I mean, what a year he had last year. And I think, like, the one thing that just comes to my mind with Baker Mayfield, grip it and rip it. Man, there are so many, Mike, high-level, aggressive, downfield throws that Baker Mayfield made all year long, especially the second half of the year. You know, the first half of the year was good. He was kind of learning his way in the offense. The second part of the year, he started to carry the offense just as much as it carried him.
Let's bring in Tim Bielik from the Plain Dealer as well as cleveland.com. So what do you make of it? Baker Mayfield at 13, Tim.
I think it's an interesting place for him. Obviously, there's room to grow. We know that he's far from a finished product, and we really haven't seen him put together a complete season yet. I'm looking at the list right now as well. Maybe a little surprised that guys like Ryan Tannehill and Justin Herbert are ahead of him. Surprised that Kyler Murray is that far ahead of him. But I think Mayfield certainly has potential to get to the top 10. It just comes down to, again, putting the complete season together. Yet we saw him have a great second half of the season. We saw him have a very good postseason. But the numbers really they don't really tell the whole story. I think, again, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions last season. Ideally, you'd probably want much bigger numbers if you want to put a quarterback in the top 10.
The flip side of it is his second year in a system, you would expect him to kind of grow and get even a little bit better.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, there's nothing that you can't understate just how important that is, that there's all that continuity there. Not just the fact that he's in that same system for the second year in a row, but he's got all of his weapons back. He's got Odell back and healthy. I mean, you look at the treadmill video, I mean, you cannot tell me that that's a guy 6-7 months removed from ACL surgery. That's absolutely amazing. We know about the chemistry he has with Jarvis Landry, Rashard Higgins, Donovan Peoples-Jones, by a lot of reports of minicamps, looking really good. You got Anthony Schwartz as a deep threat. You got the tight ends back. You got your top 2 running backs. There's no reason he shouldn't really improve on these numbers this coming season.